Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Ayakashi Koigikyoku, and we are in chapter 14 of Kasumi's Route. We just started it, so this is our first line in it, and we are probably going to get our happy ending, but it's gonna be kind of tumultuous to start with, because we about to marry Akito. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. I wouldn't think so, because that would be a really weird fucking happy ending. Although I wonder if in the normal ending, quote, the normal ending, like for Kosei's route, was like, oh, I'll just basically be your slave, and then we're like, but I love him, and I guess I can't love him? So I'm wondering if in this one it'll be like, oh, I'm your brother-in-law now, and it's gonna be like, fuck, this hurts! Because the normal endings kind of kick you in the nutsack, so, I mean, I don't know. Well, we're getting our happy ending this time, so, you know, we should be able to run away with Kasumi, so, anyway. Today, I'm going to marry Akito. I hear the sound of drums and flutes throughout the village in honor of the ceremony. What the fuck was that? The hell? Okay, what the fuck? Computer? Jesus. What a pain in my ass. Yes, that's nice. Good job. God, that's just fucking loud in my ear. Sorry. In honor of the ceremony. Okay, whatever. The Fox Village is decorated with red and white flowers, like for a festival. There isn't just decor, but stalls as well. We can tell that everyone in the village is trying to celebrate the future chief's marriage. He doesn't want to be the chief, and we don't want to marry him. Like, this is just miserable. Like, I haven't seen Kasumi today. Although the village is in a festival mood, the only thing I can think about is Kasumi. That's what she's trying to say. I do feel closer to Akito after we told him the true story of the sealed power, but I like Kasumi. I chose this because I love Kasumi. My mind is filled with a fog that won't clear. While I'm wrapped up in these feelings, Kosei and Yuki walk towards me. And notice that Keisuke is the one who came up with this bullshit fucking plan. And where the fuck has he been since we got to this village? He's just off, whatever. You got me into this, motherfucker! You should be the one fixing this. You know that I love fucking Kasumi. What the fuck? God damn it! Anyway. Although Kosei acts normal, Yuki has a dark expression. They trudge up to me with deep sighs. You are really going to marry him, huh? Yes, it's for the best. Yeah, there might be some other guys that target her, and in order to defend from that, there's nothing else we can do. Well, I keep saying that, but we told them I was getting married for my own sake, not for Kasumi's. Maybe we don't need to hide it, but we don't need to tell them it's all for him either. If we tell others, it'll make Kasumi uncomfortable. I would tell his fucking friends. To be honest, I didn't want Kasumi to know about it either. But when I went back, Akito had already told him. Because Akito knows that he loves you, and he's like, we're just doing this for your sake. Maybe you should, like, step up and... Akito's like, God damn it, my brother's being such a little bitch right now. I'd feel so guilty if Kasumi was unhappy with our decision. Even with Yuki looking so heartbroken in front of me, all I can think about is Kasumi. Yeah, because you love him. Kosei gives Yuki a friendly punch on the shoulder. Stop that. We may not be able to use the power of the Magatama fully, but this'll help. It's going to be a good thing for the foxes, too. I understand that, but... My heart pounds at the sound of footsteps from behind. I turn to a frowning Akito. I'm sorry, but that's what you're fucking getting married in? I don't fucking think so, bitch. This is my wedding day. Put on a fucking tux. Or, like, whatever, but anything but that. Akito! I had no idea he was there. The other two must have seen him, and they don't react at all. Yuki looks even more upset, pouting like a sulky child. You know, Akito wasn't that accepting of her, so if anyone needs to get married to the head family, Kasumi would have been better. I'm the next in line. If anyone's worthy of using the power of the Magatama, it's me. Shut up. You know I love your brother, and your brother loves me. Stop being a little fucking bitch right now. Jesus Christ, Akito. I'm not talking about that. Talking about our manager's happiness. Akito and Yuki glare at each other stubbornly. Like, Akito's like, well, this is good for me, I guess. You don't even want to be the fucking leader of the village, you dumb fuck. Like, he's such a jackass. Like, Akito is, like, the dumbest fucking person, and we're supposed to fall in love with him later? Like, I'm sure he's fine in his route, but, like, this is Look, he's always been kind of an ass to us. That's supposed to be his character, right? And, like, in this route, he was like, whatever. But you know what I mean? It's fine, I guess, because, like... my brother's happy and like whatever. And you're like, okay, so you're not like, you care about your brother. That's cool. I love that. Okay. We knew that, but, you know. And now you're like, what, I'm the next chief, so like, hello? Stupid. You don't even want to be chief. Well, that's true. Uh-huh. And you don't really love me. Yeah. And you know I love your brother, right? And your brother loves me. Uh-huh. And I make him happy. Uh-huh. So, but I'm the next chief. Jesus Christ. Fucking A. He's like talking to a goddamn idiot. Jeez. God, Akito. Put your fucking pride to the side and just like, this way you can get what you want. Kasumi can be happy. Everyone can be happy if you stop being a dumb fuck. Jesus. Look, if you were Kosei, it'd be different because you're pretty enough to be this fucking stupid, but you're not, so... Still pretty, just not... He's just not Kosei, okay? That's all I'm saying. But Kosei, look, he can't be that stupid. He's wearing glasses. Look, we can keep arguing about this, but both involved said they're okay with the decision. Yeah, I'm fine. Kosei pulls Yuki's arm, but he growls, unconceited. Unincised? Whatever. I don't think that was... Anyway. Yeah, but... It's nice to see Yuki's concern for me, but Akito's no villain, and we need to get going. I step away from Yuki with a slight bow. So, Yuki, Kosei, I'll see you later. I race towards the wedding venue. I run. She runs. She's like, okay, bye. Runs crying. Hey, it's What's-His-Face's room. From Kitty Love. There you go. I'm assuming this is Kasumi, so today our house is quite noisy. And this morning my parents asked me if I wanted to go to the wedding ceremony. Oh, Kasumi doesn't want to see the two standing side by side, so he said no. Kasumi laughs and propels himself onto the bed. And the reason for this is for me. I'm stupid. But if they're going to be together from now on, I'm not confident I can be happy for them. I just really hate when they switch back and forth, and I don't know which, perspective we're supposed to read this in. It'd be better if I don't show up because I'm sick. I realize that the house has become silent. Everyone must have left for the wedding. I turned around in the bed. My feelings like a storm within me. Why don't you go run and break up the wedding and tell everybody that you're in love with the bride? Come on, Jesus. This is really the normal ending is absolutely we're going to marry Akito. I just don't see it changing any other way. It's going to be some fucked up shit. It's probably going to make me depressed. My brother's really going to marry her. If she gets married to my brother, and then I won't be able to touch her again. I mean, you could, but it'd be kind of inappropriate. And the more I think about it again, the harder it becomes. My anger and self-hate grows. I love her, and I won't be able to be with her. No, I don't want this. My body's still drowsy. I try to make myself wake up and run as fast as I can. You're like, sweetie, we got married 3 months ago. It's time to get changed. Okay, thank you. I was looking around our venue, and now I'm rushed to a Japanese-style room. I'm sure Chief Akito will be touched by how beautiful you look. No, Akito wouldn't be touched by looking at me. He's not interested in me. No, I heard everything from the guard who was around yesterday. He's just shy. Really? I'll feel better if he doesn't... If he doesn't, from the bottom of his heart, dread this marriage. But I am, so... The same fox who dressed me yesterday talks with me calmly. I wear the same clothes as before, white fabric under with a very bright kimono on top, and with a red autumn leaves pattern. The large round decoration on the belt is also very cute. Oh, we're finished now. You do look beautiful in this. Thank you very much. Kasumi, maybe he's arrived by now. I'd heard that he still wasn't there. Maybe he doesn't feel well. Maybe he doesn't want to see you marry his brother. At that moment... not now. The bride's getting changed here. Hey! At that, the sliding door opens with a bang. Oh! Come on! I close my eyes reflexively. Although afraid, I open my eyes and look towards the door. Kasumi? Of course you knew it was him. Kasumi stands there with a strange look on his face. Not just his ears and tails, but his hands and legs are also in the shape of fox. Wow, so he's like, no, that's a dog, Spacey. What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding. Kasumi, your body, what happened to you? I'm sorry, but his hands look normal to me. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's go. He ignored my question and murmurs with a growl. He strides towards me. Kasumi, what happened? I'm a bit scared. I'd love a CG of this just crazy giant, You're like the size of a wolf. That's not normal. Foxes are small. Kasumi, what happened to you? Please come down. Some foxes rush toward him, but he pushes them away. He grabs my arm. Come on, let's get out of here. Going where? Kasumi still doesn't listen to me. He scoops me up in his arms. This is kind of cool. He runs away with the bride. Then he leaps out the door. Okay, well, this is still going to happen, so maybe we won't marry Akito. Awesome. I feel the cold wind on my cheek and hear the sound of the wind. After we move some distance, Kasumi changes his path. Oh! My body floats in the air and Kasumi lands in a tree branch. We see Yuki and Kosei on the ground below. Kasumi! What are you doing? Kasumi doesn't answer Yuki's call. He jumps off, rushing away. Hey, wait! Kasumi, what are you doing? The wedding is soon. Please, don't get married. Huh? Why? Does he want me to marry him? Girl, probably. That's the smartest thing you've ever... Kasumi ignores Kosei and Yuki's voices and carries me deeper into the forest. Music's being a little janky right now, like Litchi. It was deep in the forest that Kasumi brought me. He stopped in front of a small cottage. Kasumi brings me to the cottage deep in the forest. It's literally what the prior whole point just said, but he sets me down on the ground. Let's live here. It's just the two of us. What? Wait a second. I'm engaged to Akito. Again, I'm so angry about the whole, why don't you just marry Kasumi? That sounds like a great idea. And then now somehow we're marrying Akito. Did we forget that we put that in there? If I can fight those who try to use the Magatama, then you don't need to get married to my brother. So it won't be a problem, right? But please, stay with me. Once we stopped here, Kasumi changed to his usual self. But his voice still sounds desperate, so I remain silent. When Kasumi realizes I won't oppose his wish, he smiles kindly. That kimono suits you very well. I'm glad that I was able to see it on you. It's the same familiar smile. That's why I can't protest. I really want to stay with Kasumi too. But isn't this wrong? We walk into the cottage despite my misgivings. At the Fox Village, everyone knows about Kasumi and the kidnapped bride. Some foxes have been searching for him, but with no luck. A day has passed. Just outside of the village, Yuki, Kosei, and Akito talk together. Again, where the fuck is Keisuke? Hey, don't we need to help Spacey? Yuki says, and Akito pauses thoughtfully. I don't think Kasumi is going to do anything to hurt her, but she shouldn't be stuck out there. Yuki crosses his arms and groans. What? Akito? Akito can't hear Yuki's complaining, Kosei says. You're worried about fighting Kasumi? If that's the reason you have a hard time as chief. That's not it. Kasumi's stronger than me, and right now, he's with the Magatama. I can't anger him right now. And so you can't do anything. But if you don't stop them, the foxes will never get the power of the Magatama. If one fox gets it, all the other foxes will fight over it. The chief can use it for everyone's sake. Yeah, but the thing is I get that if one fox gets it, they can use it for everyone's sake, right? Like if Kosei got it, he was like, ha 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 ha, he'd go mad with power, right? But Kasumi would never do anything to hurt the Fox Village, you know what I mean? Like, he's probably way more diplomatic than fucking Akito. And it's like, Akito doesn't want to be the chief, so he'd be like, look, I can still be the chief, I'm strong enough with the Magatama that I can protect people, and, like, my body wouldn't fall apart, and Akito can go back and do whatever the fuck he wants. Like, you mean, like, seriously? Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway. Even if we don't do anything, the elders aren't going to just sit there. If we let them decide, something bad may happen to Kasumi and Spacey. Why don't we go and help them? Should we ask Keisuke? Where the fuck has he been? That's what I'd like to know. Akito isn't up for this plan, but the other two continue to make their plans. I heard that this marriage for Akito was planned by Keisuke. I don't think we should depend on Keisuke again. You know what? I love him, but I'm with you, Yuki. That's true. If so, let's go do it ourselves. It's all right, Akito. Rather than checking in, it seems more like he's pressuring him. Even if Akito opposes, those two will surely go to Kasumi anyways. After a moment, he nods silently. It's the day after I was kidnapped. We were going to stay in this cottage for a second night. Kasumi, are you alright? He ran so fast to bring me here, and now it doesn't feel very well. Soon after he stopped here, Kasumi collapsed. He's lying down on the floor, breathing roughly. His body can't take his power. A huge leaf lays on top of Kasumi, a coverlet. Next to him we have fruit that we found during the day, but Kasumi didn't eat it all. Kasumi, we should go back to the village. You're really sick and sleeping on the floor. You have to eat something nutritious. No, I'm going to stay here. Why do you want to stay here so badly? What if you get worse? I speak with a stern tone, and Kasumi looks like a child being scolded. But if you go back to the village, you're going to get married to my brother, right? Yes, that's the plan. That's the reason that I came to the Fox Village. Kasumi looked depressed and stares out the cottage window. He can't make his fox ears and tail disappear. I can't leave Kasumi in this state. We should go back to the village for his sake. What should I say to Kasumi? I care very much about Kasumi. I'm going to stay with Kasumi. It's so weird. It just sounds weird. I'm going to stay with Kasumi. Instead of saying you. It just sounds awkward, but that's because it's not normal for us to say things like that, but I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay with you forever. When I say that, Kasumi's eyes go round. Forever? You know what you mean is forever, right? Yes, of course I do. I want to stay forever with you, Kasumi. I see. Kasumi smiles and looks up at the moon through the window. His profile looks the happiest I've ever seen. I try to sleep as the night gets deeper. Kasumi starts to wake. He sits up and tilts his head. Oh, won't this be our last time sleeping together? We probably won't have another time like this. There won't be? Because I'm going to get married to Akito? Will he go back to the village now? He thinks he's gonna die. Aww. If I get married, I won't be by Kasumi's side like this again. She looks terrified. Can I just tell you? She's not worried, but terrified. I slowly move closer and I lay next to him, facing away. His arm reaches over and hugs me. Kasumi, only for today. Just for today. We never even got a kissy CG. Maybe that's gonna happen in our chapter 15. I don't know. Kasumi's quiet murmur pierces through me. We won't have another time like this. I put my hand over Kasumi's. His nails are sharp, but I want to feel them. The sun's rising. I gaze at Kasumi's face, glowing. Can we go back to the village? I gaze at him for a while until he opens his eyes. He only watches as I stand? I'm assuming it's supposed to be he, not we. Happy end! Yay! I really love you. I care deeply about you. Huh? He's so straightforward, it makes my head blank. Is that true? I looked into Kasumi's eyes timidly. Kasumi laughs at my shyness. I mean, we've been here for 3 days. We probably smell because we haven't showered. Yes? Was that surprising? I thought it was clear I care for you. I knew you cared about me, but you're kind to everyone. I feel too embarrassed to look at him and stare down at my hands. I wanted to be kind to you. I thought it was quite obvious, but it's difficult to make you understand, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty fucking stupid. And I don't mean her, I mean me. Literally, I can't blame her for being I didn't quite understand that, because I'm not that smart, and I would also get confused. Gotta be pretty fucking obvious. Hey, I like you. Okay. So by that, what you mean is you like me? Or you like me? Or yeah, I mean, you're alright. I'm gonna need detailed specifics. Kasumi crouched down to look at me, I'm thinking. I get jealous when I see the person I care about with other men, and so I don't want to leave you. I mean, okay, but you gotta rein that shit in, because it's weird. My face, it's turning really red and it's embarrassing. Please don't look at me. But I have to look someone in their eyes when I tell them something important. Also, you're always adorable. Oh, when your face is red. When you're concerned or surprised. And I'm always surprised in this game. Kasumi smiles at me. I feel so flustered, but Kasumi is totally calm. Yeah, because he had enough time to, like, process and be flustered by his feelings. Also, notice he's not a fox anymore, so... Just saying. Kasumi is saying things like this, and I'm just blushing. My heart is pounding so hard that I think he must be able to hear. Then, Kasumi turns serious and continues, Can you call off the wedding with my brother? Please marry me instead. What? Yes. I can't keep up with everything moving this fast. But in order for the foxes and the humans to have a good relationship, I have to get married to the chief of the fox village. If you want to get married to my brother, I'll try my best to forget about you. If not, would you consider marrying me instead? Like, you love him, Spacey, so yeah. It's not that I want to marry Akito, but Keisuke told me if I want to use the power of the Magatama for Kasumi, then I should marry the future chief of the village. Girl, maybe we just don't listen to fucking Keisuke, because I'm just saying, where the fuck has he been this whole time? I have to marry the future chief of the village. I'll be the chief of Fox Village. Huh? Can you change the future chief that easily if I kill Akito? That seems extreme! I'm pure-blooded, so it's not impossible. Until now I had power, but my body was weak, so I wasn't able to be a candidate. But if I could solve that problem, the elders won't have anything to say about it. Plus Akito doesn't want to do it! Please lend me your power. And if you wish for a good relationship with the foxes and the humans, it follows what I want. Could Kasumi really be the chief of the village? I mean, you can use the Magatama to help him, so wouldn't helping him be making him strong? I'm just saying. Kasumi wants to have a good relationship with the humans. I have the same goal. I could stay with Kasumi. Could I tell him my true feelings? That I love him? You probably should. He's already confessed to you, so now it's not going to be weird. Kasumi! My voice is louder with my enthusiasm. Kasumi's eyes widen and he looks at me. Kasumi, I'm in love with you. I like how he's like telling her, she's like, I'm in love with you. Oh God. What's he going to say? And he's like, I mean, I just told you I loved you 5 minutes ago. She's like, I know, but it's still awkward. I haven't really thought about marriage much yet, but I want to stay with you forever. My voice gets smaller as I go on, so much so that I worry he can't hear me anymore. But when I finish talking, Kasumi smiles at me. Can I just ask something, though? Theoretically here. When we were in Kosei's room, we got the happy ending. They stayed in the band and, like, whatever, life goes on. But here, we're moved to a fox village. We're going to marry Akito. What the fuck happened to our family? We're like, oh, the Foxy or the band is going to disappear. Okay. So we just glossed over that. And our cousin. And we lived with our grandparents at a shrine. So I don't know what happened to our parents. Maybe our parents are dead, but we live with our grandparents. But anyway, we have family members. Whether that be parents, grandparents, and our cousin, or just our cousin and grandparents. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if there's 3 people or 30 people. Okay, we have family members. I guess we don't have any friends, so that makes it easier. Fine, but, aren't they gonna wonder where the fuck we went and what happened? Where'd Spacey go? She hasn't come home in, like, 3 years. That's weird. Huh. Like, did Keisuke just erase everyone's fucking memory? Like, could you do that? You're like, sure, just erase my whole family's memory of me and I'll just pretend that they never existed. Or did our memory also get erased? Because we clearly don't fucking remember that we had a family. At all. It'd be one thing if it was just our cousin, like, whatever. But, like, we talked about our grandparents. So, like, I just... Question, right? Anyway. And, like, again, Foxy, everybody gave up the band and, like, this new hot band on the... Okay, never mind. I mean, they were only out there looking for the Magatama, so they found it and, like, whatever, but... They were like, shit, we just started this band and our goal's done. Score, but... Still... I don't know. I mean, bands break up and disperse and, like, whatever all the time, so fine, but it just seems rather sudden is all I'm saying. My voice gets smaller as I go on, so much so that I worry he can't hear me anymore. But when I finish talking, Kasumi smiles at me. Oh, good. As Kasumi said that, he kissed me on the cheek. I pull myself away. It just happens all of a sudden, stunning me. Kasumi, what? Oh, we're finally lovers, so I wanted to do something. Did I surprise you? I think it's so cute that there was... Oh my god, you kissed me on the cheek. It's so weird. Can we hold hands? I mean, we've only been married for like 6 months. Why are you going to hold my hand? Not in public, but like... Kasumi smiles tauntingly. It's the overly innocent. It's slightly annoying in these games. It's the only thing that I hate. Like, sometimes it's cute, like, oh, okay, I get it, being derpy and like, oh, I love you too. Because I'm kind of like that, but then someone kisses you on the cheek, you might be like, okay, but not, oh my god, stop, it's so embarrassing. Honey, we've been married for 6 years. I know, but like, I'm not ready for that yet. Oh, for fuck's sake, girl. Simmer the fuck down and sleep with the man. Like, unless you're going to be like an asexual couple, and that's fine too, but like, just come out and say it. Like, they're beaten literally around the fucking bush. Like, these are always like hornballs, like, let me touch you. Oh no, get away from me. Like, girl, stop. It's irritating. It's fucking irritating. Like, no, I don't want to read the sex scenes, but like, for God's sakes, let your fucking husband kiss you. I know they're not married, but I'm just saying, like, she's like, he's within 5 feet of me. That's too close. 6 years later, okay, 2 feet is close enough. She's kind of absurd is all I'm saying. Anyway. Kasumi smiles tauntingly. See, and then we make them turn it, and we make like the sweet guy turn into like a, like, fucking skeevy asshole who's like fucking being all lecherous over here now. Like, Kasumi, he said he's not used to girls, but he does this so easily, right? Because you're not a goddamn fucking wilting daisy. If you're not getting married to my brother, we don't have to stay here anymore. Let's go back to the village now. Kasumi grabs my hand and pulls me up. Yes, it's going to make me look real great, though, in the village. You're going to be like, so you're going to marry one brother and now you're going to marry the other? Yeah. Whoever's going to be the chief, I'm going to marry that one. I mean, it's not really my choice. It's like, well, he's going to be chief and like, so, and I got to marry the chief, right? Just saying. That was the deal I made. Just as I'm about to take off, Kasumi scoops me up in his arms. Kasumi, that would be a little embarrassing. He's carrying me like a princess. Okay, I can understand her being like, oh, this is weird, but my cheeks heat up, but Kasumi stays cool. Kasumi, are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I can even manage sleeping all the time. I can't even imagine sleeping all the time. That makes more fucking sense than what I read. I'm doing a bad translation now. Oh, is this because of the power of the Magatama? I grab the Magatama that dangles from my neck, but it doesn't give off any heat or light. I don't think the Magatama is doing anything. It's the power of love. The power of love and friendship beats everything. Oh, you came back! When we got to the village, there was Yuki, Kosei, and Akito at the entrance. So, like, we should go find them. Absolutely. 2 days later, they're standing at the entrance. Are we going to actually... Oh, never mind. Here they come. Cool. They're like, thank God. They were just stalling for a day. Yuki and Kosei look relieved, but Akito looks slightly upset. I mean, he was jilted at the altar by his brother and his future bride, so I'm just saying. Kasumi talks to Akito first. Akito, I want to talk to you for a minute. Can we talk in private? Akito looks at Kasumi. They start walking towards the village, the atmosphere tense. It's about Kasumi replacing him as chief. Are they going to be okay? I follow them cautiously so that other foxes won't notice me. Kasumi and Akito stand in front of the old storage space. I watch from behind a nearby bush. They're like, we can see you. Akito, I want to be the next chief of the village. Can you really do it? If you become unconscious often, then you can't be a chief. Akito seems to be making fun of Kasumi. I don't think he's necessarily making fun of him. I think he's pushing him. Like, if you constantly are unconscious, you can't be... He's being realistic. If you're constantly passing out, that would be bad. But I think he's also, in a way, like, taunting him like that. Like, what if you're going to constantly pass out? Is going to push Kasumi to, like, no, I won't, because... You know what I mean? Like... Because Akito doesn't want the job. I'll ask her for help. I'll ask for her help. It's pathetic that I can't solve my problem on my own, but I really want to build a good relationship with the humans. I knew you liked humans, but I didn't know you liked them this much. I'll have to learn from you. Akito heaves a big sigh, but he seems happy. I'll tell her mother and father that I want to become the chief, and hope to follow my dream. If I say it first, it'll be easier. Plus, he doesn't want to be chief. Exactly. He's like, thank God. He's like, can you do it, though? Absolutely. Cool, that's all I just wanted your conviction behind it. Akito rushes away. His decision seems reliable. He's fucking ecstatic. He's like, thank God I don't have to marry that fucking girl. Akito, in the beginning he was really cold, but he's really a good older brother. Yes, I would agree with that. And you know he's going to be, like, actually, like, fine in our Because they're not very... This one is not very deep with the characters. You know what I mean? Like he's supposed to be kind of cult, like, whatever. It's But Kosei was a little like that, because there's like a little, like, whatever, stand up, but then insta love with us. And it was like, Akito's probably going to be the same way. He's not going to be as deep of a character where you're like, you're still kind of an asshole and I love you, but could you stop being a dick? We're dating now. He's not. He's going to turn into a fucking marshmallow as soon as we bat our eyes at him the right way. 3 days in, bat, bat, bat. Oh, I'm a mushy puddle. So, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying the characters aren't really that deep in this case. As I reflect on that, Kasumi's face pops up in front of me, which is normally fine because it's a short game, so they can't get super in-depth and complex with the characters. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess you probably could, but... Oh, I'm sorry. You two seem so tense. I was just worried. You're a worrier. And when you become a mother, your worries will be endless. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Simmer down. Don't start thinking about putting babies in me, Jesus. Mother? With that sudden comment from Kasumi, I start getting embarrassed again, and that's gonna be weird. Why are you so flustered? Huh? She's just imagining that. It's awkward. Kasumi looks at me confused. She's like, I don't want kids. Did I not tell you this? Oh, maybe he wasn't thinking about it like that. I misunderstood. About having kids. I see. Well, I love children, so I do want to have lots. Yeah, but, like, do foxes have, like, litters? And that would be uncomfortable, because I'm a human, and that might... I don't know. Like, well, lots? Yeah, but for a little while, things will be difficult. I have to get used to working as a chief, and I can't just push all the parenting on you. And she's like, whoa, oh my god, what the fuck? Danger! Danger, get out! Danger zone! Backing away. Beep, beep. Backing on up. Going back to Kosei's route, thank you. Yeah. I think it's too soon to talk about this. I mean, you are getting married. Oh, by the way, what's Akito's dream? Is she an idiot? We already know this. I couldn't bear the conversation, so I changed the topic. Let's talk about your brother some more. He explains with a smile. My brother wanted to continue music. He wants to work more to become a greater artist. We already knew this. I'm pretty sure he told us on the beach or at some point. Like, we know this. I see. And that's why he was working hard for the band. I don't mind talking about my brother, but please don't fall in love with Akito just because I tell you about his good side. Kasumi clasps my hands in his. Yeah, that's not going to happen. My brother is amazing, and that's true, but please just look at me. Yeah, no, okay. I'm not going to fall in love with your brother, pushes his hands away, but I have Kosei and Keisuke over here, and I'm just gonna... Bye! He just started with the impregnation talks, and I was out, okay? I don't find that sexy at all. It's a turn-off. Complete turn-off for me in games. Complete! It's like, whoa, you are too upset. We just started dating, and I know we're probably gonna get married tomorrow, which is kind of fucked up. Fine, but like... I'm gonna need you to rein in the baby fucking making talk, because, well, the practice of it, fine. But the actual babe, no. Spacey doesn't sign up for that. Don't fuck up my goddamn romance game by throwing some fucking babies in there. Nothing kills my fucking lady boner faster than baby talk, okay? God. I mean, your route was fine until you said that. Now it's like, well, that's the trash route. Just hate it. I know that they think, oh my god, women will love this. We'll put in baby talk and they'll swoon. And it's like, oh god, my uterus is just going to shrivel up even for, like, more than it already is. Good lord. Kasumi brings my hand towards his lips and kisses them lightly. Again, Kasumi, your physical affection is giving me a heart attack. Yeah, she's never going to be able to give birth. Like, you're never going to even get to the sex stage if she's like this. So, I mean, I don't know why I'm worried, but... And then we head over to talk with Kasumi's parents. We're going to have to go through that whole thing because I don't want to. Can we just end it? Oh, dear God, we are going through this whole thing. Kasumi and I were standing in front of their house. Akito told them already that he doesn't want to be chief, so the house is tense already. Oh, wow. I feel like it's tense. They're like, you've told us this every fucking day of your life for the last 20 plus years. Like, whatever. Like, they should be used to this by now. And they've been set with Akito as the next chief. And so if he said he doesn't want to, my father must have yelled. Again, I'm probably assuming it's not for the first time. Kasumi's smile is a bit pained. But if you say you'll take his place, they'll be relieved, right? I don't know. They've been saying that I wasn't even a candidate because of my weakness, so they might think I'm joking. Oh, but I'll convince them. Please don't worry. I told him I wanted to go, but Kasumi told me not to. Because Akito decided not to fulfill his duty and become the chief, they might place blame on me if I go in now. Oh, of course, like it's my fault! You made him love music. I'm pretty sure he's always been that way, and he's told you this every fucking day for the last 20 plus fucking years. But right now it's the human's fault. Sure. It's fucking racist. I guess Kasumi is also a worrier. It's late. It's been a while. It seems their talk may not be going well. Maybe something happened and I should go and check. I entered the house. The house is in chaos, so if I go in, surely nobody will notice. I mean... It's good, but where's Kasumi? I don't have a clue, so I open all the sliding doors. After I check 6 rooms, I finally find Kasumi and his parents, and she's like, psh, 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 rude! Kasumi is trying to explain, but his parents are just sitting stiffly. Maybe it's been like this since he got here. She's like, it's been, did she say 6 hours? And so, regarding my body, yeah, I'm fine. Kasumi starts to cough. This is familiar from when his ears came out and he passed out. Kasumi, they must have opposed his decision because his body is weak. That's why he needs us next to him, because then he will be strong. If he passes out now, they won't be able to continue the conversation. I grab my Magatama. Please, let Kasumi stay awake. Just then, the Magatama creates a pale light. This light heads toward Kasumi and enters him. And that's why I really want to be chief. And please give me your permission. Kasumi's cough stops and he starts to speak smoothly again. Phew! When I let out a small sigh of relief, I feel like Kasumi's father looks over. I panic and back away. She's holding the Magatama, like, backing away slowly. He won't start to cough again, right? I should wait close by so I don't have to worry about him. I quietly go back to where I was waiting outside. The father's like, I saw that girl. Cool. How was it? I asked Kasumi as if I hadn't done anything. I'll be the future chief. It's all because of you. Huh? When I started coughing, you helped me, didn't you? If it was going to be like this, I should have asked you to come with me. Kasumi laughs powerlessly. His defeated laugh crushes my heart, and I want to cheer him up a little. But they gave you permission because you were doing your best and speaking honestly with them. Kasumi looks surprised. Then his eyes narrow and he wraps his arms around me in a hug. I do like this dynamic with him. Like, he wants to be the chief, but they think, whatever, you're just the spare and you're a weakling and whatever. And, like, we're able to help him and be his support. Like, I kind of like that. That's nice, as opposed to just like, oh, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, I've got this magnet and I give it to you, but you fall in love with me. But, like, we're actually, like, his support. Not just like, oh, you'll be there to birth my babies. The fuck am I, just a walking womb? What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? You're like, no, I'm actually, like, given a proper role of support here. Like, I like this. Also, you keep talking about babies, so let's just pretend we never had that conversation and I'll feel better about this, but I want to be someone reliable on my own, but I guess I can't function without you. Yeah, see? Behind every leader of a village is a fucking woman with magical powers. All I'm saying. Please stay with me forever. I'll do my best to become someone you can depend on, too. You don't have to try anymore, because you already are. Kasumi's warmth is comforting next to me. When I lean into Kasumi, he pushes my body away slightly. Oh? Aww. It's actually a really cute CG. I'm very happy. He touches my cheek with his fingertip and moves it down to my chin. We finally got our kissy CG. Then he kisses me. It's actually a really cute one. I like that one. Today I went to Foxier's office with Kasumi. Although Kasumi quit Foxier, they're still a popular band, and popular with TV and media. If I hadn't already been their manager before, I wouldn't have been able to handle it. You're going to stay in the village from now on, right? Yes, of course, I'll live there. I may be the only human living in the Fox Village, but right now I'm enjoying my life as the wife of the chief. I see. And then I should go back to the village as well. Oh, then should I go back to the village as well? What are you talking about? Some group like Pyros must show up again. And we decided yesterday to be on the lookout for people like them for a while. Yeah, but... Hey, what are you saying? If you aren't doing this for real, I won't let you sing. It's gotta be said that everyone who loved Kasumi is like, why did he leave? He married their manager and disappeared. Well, he was sick. And, I mean, you could kind of get away with that with him, Kasumi, you didn't get much of a chance to talk. Is that okay? You came all the way to see them. You all seem so lively. And did you forget about me after a while? Yeah, actually. Kasumi's voice was cold, but he's always like this after I speak with his brothers, so I don't worry. His brothers. Not real brothers, but I get what they mean there. It's kind of funny. Like, they're like your family. But I enjoy it the most when I'm with you. Oh, I enjoy most when I'm with you. That makes more sense. Kasumi squeezes my hand tightly. That's actually what she said, but I didn't read it. I'm happy when you tell me these things. But lately, it's mortifying that I'm the only one whose heart keeps pounding so hard. In the beginning, I thought it was just me who reacted that way. Kasumi stops all of a sudden and turns to kiss me. Kasumi, what are you doing in a place like this? The street, I know, lewd. I know, PDA, but I'm sorry. I just wanted to do this. I think a light little kiss is fine, but please keep your tongue out of each other's mouth in public. It's a little weird, but I do think it's cute that in Japan, holding hands, don't hold hands in public. That's lewd. Oh, come on. Well, you don't need to be practically dry humping in the subway. You know what I'm saying? There are lines. Right now, the humans are still unaware of the foxes, but if mythical creatures disguised as humans can change their image, the future may bring a new and positive change. Together, Kasumi and I will search for a road to that future. That'd be kind of cool. Again, could you just imagine you meet and fall in love with something by the way, I'm a fox dude, and you're like, are you on crack? Or, would you only see their ears and tails if you believe? And then you'd be like, okay, and that's why we don't see these magical fox beings? Or you know what I mean? Oh, right, we can't skip this. We can't skip it at all. I forgot. Oh, my God. It's kind of annoying. We've seen it 3 times, guys. Dude! Anyway. I didn't hate his route. That sounds I didn't like it either. I don't mind Kasumi, but he's not one of my favorites. But I did like his route. I get you know what I said, the dynamic. We're there to support you and help you because you're you need the power of the Magatama to be able to be achieve and do the things that you want to do so Akita can do what he wants to do. It's I don't know, I like that. Look, it's not a super in-depth story. It's not a bad game. And when we get to these points like this where the translation is a little strange, a little simple, and it's not poetically beautiful, it's fine. You're okay, it's a little awkward and stilted, but you can read it fine. That's kind of the way Kitty Love was when we played it. It was it's a little awkward and it's a little simple and whatnot, but it's still not a bad game. It's when the translation is really fucking bad that it's oh my God, I can't handle this. But that's why it's a mixed review game, okay? That's why it's under mixed reviews, because it's kind of a bit of a train wreck to get through. But we should actually have all of them except for one. Yep, we've got the one for the normal ending. Whoopsie. Whoops. All right. In the middle of cleaning, his face is kind of terrifying there. But at least we see more whites of his eyes, so there you go. But yeah, no, not a bad route. Kosei's was better because I like Kosei better, but Kasumi's not a bad person. It's going to be awkward because I'm pretty sure we have to do Yuki next, and I don't want to... It's weird. I would say... Date it. I do love her face in this. It's kind of adorable. Oh! It's overly exaggerated, but it's still cute as fuck, but... And he looks actually really good in this. I'm not sure if Yuki or Kasumi would be my least favorite. Whoopsie, I fucked that up. I don't know what happened. I accidentally clicked a button. You know what I mean? Her face is so derpy there. Oh my God, there is stars. What was the fucking line? Oh God, I forgot it already. The beautiful light stars shine beautiful. Whatever the fuck it was. Fuck. I should have written that shit down. I literally have to write down some of the best fucking shit every time we come across an Otome games and just line my wall by my TV, like over here where I sit, like just with post-its of like the weirdest fucking shit. Some people come to my house, what the fuck is that? The best lines in Otome games. Just because whatever the fuck that one was goddamn awful, and I just need it emblazoned on something forever. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if Yuki or Kasumi would be my least favorites, because Yuki is like the lolly boy, and that I don't like the lolly boys. I love him as a side character, not as a dateable character. So in that respect, it'd be like he's my least favorite because I don't want to date the lolly boy. But as characters as a whole, I don't know how I feel about Akito. Like, I don't love or hate him. I'm sure his route's going to be good because he's like the canon path. But obviously Kosei and Keisuke, it doesn't matter if their routes suck. I love them. They're gorgeous and I love looking at them. So I'm down with that shit. And Kasumi's just kind of like there. His route isn't bad, but I didn't really like, oh my God, it's like, oh my God, he had cute moments and stuff, but I suppose I can kind of see them together. At least they work together. He looks so more manly there than he looks in the rest of the game at all, though, which is just the weirdest thing. But okay, don't look at her face because her mouth looks stupid, but he looks pretty. His head also looks like 3 times the size of hers for some reason. It just looks awkward and wrong. But look, it's not the best art. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. Some of it's cute. Like, some of them, like, this one's really cute, and then other ones look kind of slightly awkward. You know what I mean? There are some games where you play and every single CG is just goddamn fucking a piece of fucking art, and you're like, oh, they're all amazing. And other ones, you're like, this, I did a really good job drawing it, and this one, I didn't. It's okay, you know? But this actually is a really good one. I do like this one. It's our lovely kissy CG, and that's so precious. But that's not the one we're going to stare at. We're going to stare at this one, because I like that. It's a good one. But, yeah, it's fine. The game itself is fine. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, I love this. I think the background and the story are good. But, like, maybe it's because the translation is just or it's just because it's kind of a game that they just threw together kind of fast. You know, like, we just wrote it kind of quick, and it's a short game, and, like, whatever. It doesn't have as much depth to it. That it's just, yeah, I mean, it's fine. But it doesn't have the oomph that some games like Code Realize and stuff have, where you're like, there's so much and it takes 80 hours to get through that fucking game, or like whatever. This you're like, I mean, it takes like 5 hours to do each route. You know what I mean? Like it's a fraction of the time. So, because it's a fraction of the story, but it's not bad. It's really not, but anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here. I will see you guys next time, and we will get his normal ending. So that will be the end of that. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.